Hello engineers, we're going to work on exercise 07 in this video lesson. So go ahead and click on new part and go to tools, document settings. Again, make sure that you are in millimeters. Click apply, close. Click on 3D model and click on start a 2D sketch and then click on the XY plane. This model is a symmetrical part, so click on circle. If you didn't get a chance to look at the PDF example, you can look at that while you're sketching here now with me. On the origin, click, and we need that to be set to, it looks like, I'm looking at the drawing, 100 millimeters in diameter. Okay, click on front to zoom out. And then we'll draw another circle on that origin, and that's going to be 135.6 in diameter. And then another circle, and if you're already set to diameter, you're going to see that dashed line going from edge to edge. I'm going to right click and click on radius. The drawing is showing me a radius of 75. So I'm going to type in 75. And I'm going to tap escape on the keyboard. And I'm going to move some of these numbers so it's a little easier to see what's going on. Again, just a reminder, the radius goes from the center to the edge of a circle. Diameter goes from edge to edge. Now click on circle again. And we're going to line up our tool here with the center and just move it to the right and click. And we have a radius of 40 and repeat on the opposite side. And then just to make sure that they are all in alignment, hover over the constraint, horizontal constraint, find that. Click on the center of the circle and then the center of the circle, and then repeat. Click on the center of this circle and the center of this circle. That will lock them on that horizontal plane, which is what you want. And then click on, click on dimension, click on the circle, click on the inner 100 diameter circle, and then move upwards and click, and that distance dimension is going to be 150, and we're going to repeat that again. So click on this circle and then this circle, and that's 150, enter. Click on the circle tool again, and then on the inside of each of these we have okay, so it's still set to radius. I need to change it to diameter. So on the mouse, right click, select diameter, and that inside diameter, that one is going to be 50, and then we repeat on this side, 50. Okay, looks like I'm missing a dimension in the original drawing here. That's okay, no worries. Alright, click on the rectangle tool, and actually now click on the line tool right here and zoom in a little bit to the left side circle, and what we're going to do is I'm going to draw a line from the center out past the circle, and then click on the line tool. I pressed escape and then I clicked on the line tool again. Draw another horizontal line here. Press escape. Press spacebar. Draw another horizontal line here. And then click dimension. So you have a line here and a line here. And from here to the center, that should be 10. And then again, from the center to this line, that should be 10. And then we're going to click trim. We're going to trim all of this, these right here, and this. And we're going to repeat that on the opposite side. Click line tool. You know what? You don't need the line in the middle here. I just realized that. Draw a line here, press escape. Spacebar will turn on the blast tool you used. So that's what I pressed. Or you can just click line again. Draw another horizontal line. And dimension. So click that line, the center, move outwards. That should be 10. Repeat here. It's not looking parallel to me. So let's just make sure. Okay, now they're parallel. But anyways, trim, click on trim, and you're going to trim these lines. There we go. Tap escape a couple times. And then, I know this is a tricky one. We're going to click on the circle tool and just draw a circle. Don't worry about the dimension. Click on the tangent constraint. Click on the new circle you drew right above here and click on the largest circle here, and then repeat that. Click on that circle and then this circle, and it'll give you basically the dimension that you want. Click on trim and trim that. Click dimension, click that arch, click it, lock it into place, leave it alone. Again, so it doesn't matter, you can draw a little circle here. Watch, I'm going to click tangent, click this circle, click the outer circle, click this circle, click this outer circle, and that should be, no, that's wrong. That's super wrong. Okay. Let me refer back to the drawing. The drawing's missing this dimension. I assume that would explode out. It used to do that. It used to just get real big. But anyways, tap escape a few times. This radius, I need to make the assumption that it's 75. So let's make sure that this radius is also 75. Well, oh my gosh. Escape. I'm sorry, guys. Let me delete that. Click on the circle, and it sets a diameter, and I know that because the dashes are going from edge to edge. Right click, radius. Now I can set it to 75, and then I can tangent to this circle, and then this circle, and then trim this. Okay, repeat that. So circle with a radius of 75, clicking on tangent, tangenting to this circle, tangenting to this circle, tangenting to this circle, tangenting to this circle, and then trimming the excess. And we also have to trim this right here. So right, this one, and then on the opposite side. Okay. Whew. Finish sketch. Click on the home on the view cube. And now let's get ultra confusing. Oh wait, let's go back into the sketch. Right click sketch 1, edit sketch, click trim, and we're going to trim this line and this line, and then finish sketch. Alright. Click extrude. And what we're going to do is click on the largest surface right here, and that's going to be 20. And then click the little plus right here. Hover and find the donut there, click, and that's going to be 10. And I believe that's it. Yeah, press enter. And there's exercise 7. Let's give it a material of, I want to say aluminum, 6061, file, save as EX07. I don't know why saving takes so long. And now let's go and into our home, find our custom template. And again, in the last video you saw, this was saved to it. And I think what that does is it just saves all of the drawing settings I had, like the size and my settings for the center marks and all that. If you want to do that, I can show you. It saves some time, especially if all you're doing is metric drawings. Later on you have to change it because we do go between inches and metric. Click on base, and for this one, let's see what 1/1 scale looks like. Oh, it's too big. Well, it's about 1/2. For this one, we want it in 1/2 scale because we're gonna add a new type of sketch here. So we only want to leave the front view right here, and then go into the top right and leave the isometric view. It's fine that it's right here for right now, and then click OK, and then move that down, double click it. Let's make that one the small one and shaded. Click OK. Make sure it's inside of the sketch box, or the sheet. Okay, so what we're gonna do is called a section view, and you're gonna see me create that now, and you're gonna create it too in just a moment. So right here you have this button. It's called section, and what you do is once you click that, then you have to click the drawing that you're gonna section. So hover over the front view and you'll see the outline. Click it, and then don't click again. You're gonna need to snap to the center, okay? But you have to snap to it over here in this area past the part. This is the only way to make a good section view with a part like this. So once it's past the part and you see it snapping to the middle or the center there, can you see that? So you don't want to be in here, you want to be past out here. Okay, so then you click one time, and then you move in to the right, and again you don't want to be inside the part, you want to be past the part, and you click one time, and then we're gonna right click, continue, and then we're gonna bring that to the bottom. So just move your mouse down and click. And now what we're seeing is an imaginary cut line go through this part. That imaginary cut line then shows us the part that was cut. So these are section lines. So you can see how it's touching right here. There's a hole here. So the imaginary line's not touching that, but it cut through here. You know, like for example with the laser cutter or something. So these lines represent those cuts. That is one way we can see more detail within a part to make it easier to dimension. This is how I was looking at the section view in the example, and this is how I was able to see the thickness of this hole and then the thickness of the whole part. So now let's give it its dimensions. So click dimension. We have a thickness dimension here of 20. And if your dimensions are not pretty or nice like I like, then let's take care of that now. So hover over a dimension you just added, right click, edit dimension style. Do not click new dimension, click on edit dimension style. Let that window pop up. Uncheck trailing zeros for both of these. Click on text, click on this drop down menu right here and make sure that the inline horizontal is selected. Then click on your little pencil. Yes. Make sure you're on Technic, and 3 or 2 is fine. I'm going to leave it on 3 for the height. Save and close. And then you can just watch me dimension, and then you can dimension as well. So we're going to dimension this right here, this line. this hole right here. It's clashing with the section view, so I tapped escape. I'm gonna just click and drag that down. Click dimension, click this one. Click on this little line right here. And then, all right, now I can dimension the circles here. So that is 100. This is the 135.6. This is the radius of 75. A radius of 40. That's saying radius of 25 because it's not a full circle. And you know what? We're going to leave it like that. And then this distance right here, between here and here. Let's see if I can move this A up. There we go. Oh, we need the distance dimensions between this and this. That should be 150. And there you have it. So let's add our parts list. Oops. Okay, and there's space up here for it. Double click it. We're gonna get rid of all of this. And for this one, we just want mass, material, and volume. Oh yeah, here you go, see? It's a little wonky. There we go. Let me update the title. So File, iProperties, Summary, EX07, Engineering, Cruise, Apply, Close. Let's see, did I change it? Yep. Let me move this up a little bit. Oh, I forgot center marks. Don't forget center marks. Center line bisector, we need center marks here. So I'll just click those two edges of the circle. And yep, in here too. Now this one's going to be interesting because you can only click on these two lines. So then tap escape, hover over that and drag that down. It's not going to be a nice center mark, but it's a center mark, and that's what matters right now. Okay. File, save as. Again, don't save it as your custom template. Save it as the name of the part. And print it and export it as a PDF. And make sure to submit the PDF for credit. So I'll let that save. I wish saving was faster. File, export, PDF. Make sure that I do that as well. The PDF, that's always going to be the example you see in the assignments. Good luck with exercise 7.